Hi everybody, this is Shepherd Jeffrey James at Orange Acres, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about Orange Acres and how I met Steven Nelson. And when he first showed up here, he had read about us in a newspaper article, and he had hitchhiked and walked halfway across the state to come here, and he wanted to be part of Orange Acres. And we basically were a commune that helped people, place to stay, and kind of like the YMCA of you would hear in the Village People song, a place where people can stay and get a meal and relax and not have to worry about things for a little while. And Crow showed up at my door one day, and we didn't know who he was, and generally our policy is people had to apply over the internet first, so we printed out the application, so he did fill this out for us at that time. He was kind of a little nervous that we wouldn't accept him, but we put him through the full torture to make sure that he was going to fit in here, and so this is his application that he filled out here, and I just wanted to share you some. I'm just going to read some of it, and if you'd like to, we'll kind of do this as a guessing game. If you have a second, you can try to think about. I'll stop on each question. This is the application he filled out, and you can kind of guess as to the what he did. I'll stop it right after each question before the answer. So. Here we go. Steven John Nelson. I'm skipping a few questions because I don't want to be here all day. Some of them aren't that interesting, and there's no right or wrong answers on these questions. Lots of times we just want people to fill them out. First question is interests and hobbies. You got your answer? What do you think he put down? All right, he put down guitar is his number one answer. Horses, dogs, Native American rituals and lore. You always love that Last of the Mohicans movie. Do you play any instruments or sing? Come on, this is an easy one. But guitar and sing, and he rates very well at both. He was really trying to sell himself. Sports, play or watch. What did he put down for sports? Got your answer? Hacky sack, tennis, and frisbee golf. And that's right. I mean, I remember he wanted to watch the tennis matches on the TV. He's like probably the only person I've ever known who watches tennis. Favorite color and why? Well, that's a deep question. You got your answer? The answer is purple. But the question is, why was it his purple? Anybody got the answer to that? Nice vibration. Do you like pie? Yes. What is your favorite kind of pie? What was Lucky's favorite kind of pie? Apple with cheese. Do you ever experience deja vu or the feeling that you have been somewhere or done something before? Yes. What was your favorite stuffed animal as a child, and why was it your favorite? That's your answer? Lion. It says, my friend. Lion was his friend. His special skills include a cook and log splitter, just for interesting. All right, your favorite TV shows and movies. Please list 3 of each. Got the answer? Then Came Bronzo. I've never seen it. The Prisoner. And Kung Fu. Lord of the Rings. And anything with Anthony Hopkins. I wonder if it's that one where the guy wants to eat him with some fava beans. That's kind of eerie, but we let him in anyway. If you were stuck on an island and couldn't leave and only had one book, what would it be? Got your answer? The Book of Runes. If you could write one law, what would it be? What do you think you would put down for one law if Lucky was president? Smile daily and freely. Good answer. Would you want to move to a lush new planet if it included risking your life, spending 5 years with a handful of strangers in space, and never being able to see your family and friends here on Earth? The answer was no. As much as Crow was sometimes a loner and went his own way and on his own path, I truly believe he loves going and visiting and seeing friends. And have you found your purpose in life? His answer was yes. Can you yoga or bend your body into weird positions? He wrote yes. Can you touch your elbow with your tongue? Can any of you? Crow said no. Did anyone just see the face you made as you tried to lick your elbow? Again, he said no. Do you remember the last person that made you smile? He put down here Jeff. Who was the most influential person in your life in the last 5 years? What would he have put down? Well, he put down my son. That was his answer, his son. Are you generally happy most of the time? His answer? Definitely. And of course we all knew that. Do you like fruit roll-ups? Sometimes. What was the best day of your life and why? The day my son was born was his answer. What was the worst day of your life and why? The day my mother died. Favorite food and beverage? Pork steak and Lipton tea. Have you ever killed an animal intentionally yourself? Good question. He said, yes, I butchered a pig. Have you ever clubbed a baby seal? His answer was no. That's a pretty easy one. Have you ever not returned a library book? His answer was yes. He was guilty. And we answer questions like this just to see if people are telling the truth. And just to mess with their heads just a little. Do you think doing things to help others betters your life in any way? His answer was simply, always. If you got to make a deal with God, or whatever name you'd like to call him, and had to kill one person in this whole world for exchange for saving the life of a sick child, who would it be? His answer was simply, could not do it. That question says a lot about somebody because it questions whether somebody is capable of hating anybody. And simply he could not do it. What was the best thing you ever did to help some random person and why did you do it? His answer was, happens all the time. That's me. So apparently there wasn't just one event, it was just his whole life. And that was true. He did a lot to help me. If a dog killed a chicken and a man killed another man while trying to rob him, and you had to sentence one to death, which would it be? His answer? The man, no the dog, no the... They just stopped right there. He couldn't decide. It's a hard question, and it was a good answer. What was the biggest mistake of your life? He wrote, wasting time. Maybe that's some advice to us. Do you take responsibility for your actions, or are they someone else's fault? He said, they're my responsibility. What was more important to you, the way you feel about yourself or the way others feel about you? And he put down myself. Question is, what brings you to Montana? And he wrote, my rainbow heart. How did you find out about us? In the newspaper. Have you ever noticed certain things appear randomly but happen to provide perfect solutions to impending situations? He wrote, yes, often. Do you ever experience deja vu or the feeling you have been somewhere or done something before? Again and again. The next section is bonus questions. And sometimes these questions we just ask the people to see if they'll fill them out. There's never any right or wrong answers, of course. And one of the questions it's from the Lost series, but most people don't know what it is, and it's, do you know what lies in the shadow of the statue? And he wrote the truth. And there might be something deeper to that. You'll have to dwell on that. A, B, C, or D? The answer was C. Pick a number between 1 and 100. I don't know why, but he picked the number 22. The last question comes from the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But I seem to like Lucky's answer better than everybody else. The question is, so long and thanks for all the blank. You had to fill in your word. And of course in the book it's so long and thanks for all the fish. But Lucky's answer was, so long and thanks for all the love. I'm going to stop there, and thanks for tuning in. I really miss my friend, and I'm sure you do too. And we welcome you to ever visit Montana, and you want to come see us here at Orange Acres. Hopefully we'll still be here, and hopefully we can show you around the place if you ever want to walk in the footsteps of Lucky. So there's his desk right over there. Thanks for tuning in.